Up, man? It's Jonah. Got Big Dive, and this is a Push and Weight show.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks see them growing and reaching up to pass our peak though. Welcome to the Push and Weight show.
So, man, I wanna talk about first things first. Hey, I'm gonna show you some love on the Marion Star post.
Yeah.
That was dope that they did that. Did you give them that picture for the front of the article
Yeah.
with your LeBron James hairline?
Bro, you know how many people hit me up talking about, listen, I grew my hair back out. Like, so when I went to barber school, listen, chill out, fam. I went to barber school in like 2014, and I for real, I had mini dreads in barber school.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't see you with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I had mini dreads in barber school, and then my cousin did too. And then we just like, man, because my little cousin Bowie went with me. And we was like, man, let's just cut each other hair. So we just cut each other hair in barber school. And then I was like, it was just like, once you cut it, that last like good growth, it don't never grow back the same. So then I just like, man, I think I'm about to just go bald. So I was bald from like the end of 2014. I was bald for a little minute, for like a few years.
Yeah.
And then like 2017, right before I had won that award, I grew it out for like 6 months. And I just was just sat there and groomed it, put my dewy on. And I think I actually cut my hair like a week after that picture was took.
It was so if y'all ain't seen the article, all love to my big bro.
That's crazy.
I was like, man, somebody hit his lineup and just kept going.
That's crazy.
Looking like LeBron James.
You feel me?
I didn't put nothing on the gram or on Facebook about it. I just
believe
seen
me,
it.
a few people hit me up and said something to me about it.
Yeah. I've been telling you need to get you one of these. This episode is sponsored by BlendJet.
Golly, that baby got a jet engine.
Yeah, man. Got this one for Christmas, man. Old Santa Claus brought this, and it's coming clutch. Do you like smoothies?
Yeah.
So I'm like not a.
Man, we did a whole episode about Smoothie King.
We did do it. Yeah. Sorry, so many episodes. It just runs together.
So many.
But yeah, we did do that. But I threw in. I don't know if I talked about it on that episode or not, but I threw in like some watermelon, some blueberries, some strawberries, some I think like one or two pieces of pineapple. I'm not a big pineapple fan, and then a couple grapes. Man, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was good in there.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it. It cut right through everything.
Yeah.
I just don't like I'm sitting there, I take a drink of it, and then I've got like all the peel of like the skin of the grapes and stuff in my mouth. That's the only thing I don't like.
But but no, bro, my wife knows how to ruin everything for me. But she knows this.
All love.
Listen, she knows this though. She knows this. Like literally, so I was big on smoothies like a year ago, 2 years ago. Like I get all the, you know what I'm saying? Like I just get the bags of fruit because it was just easier to do it than sit there and cut it all up. So I'll get the bags of fruit.
Yep.
And I went out and got the best Ninja blender you could get.
Yeah.
And but I had got a bag of like, it was like strawberries, raspberries, raspberry. It was like a whole bunch of berries.
Yeah.
And I mean, they tasted good. They all tasted good.
Yeah.
But it was like, you just taste so many seeds in it. And then, but I was just ignoring. Like, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, some seeds. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't think about it. My wife was like, I don't like them. It's just too much seeds in them. Like, all I can do is just taste seeds. And then my daughter said the same thing. And after that, like,
over with.
I might have made it a couple more times. I'm like, dang, it is too many seeds in these. But that's not the only thing she's ruined for me.
Oh, no.
Like, so I like, Martin.
Yeah.
So, like, that used to be, like, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
So, like, at nighttime, I used to just put on, like, we bounced back from a few different shows that we watched.
I think you told me about this.
Yeah, so we was watching Martin for, like, a week straight at nighttime. And then one night I turned it on, she's like, I don't know if I want to watch that. I'm like, why? She's like, because when we're asleep, all I can hear is that little annoying intro, that yin yin yin, and I'm like, man, bro, this is the best show that's ever came out. Later that night, I woke up because all I could hear was that Martin, and I'm like, oh my god, I ain't watched this since.
No.
I literally, that was like a year ago, bro. I ain't watched it since.
My girl just started complaining about, because I turned on that 70s show. I was a big that 70s show kid growing up. I loved it, and I even had like the first 3-season box set of it on DVD. And then so like when I start a show, you know, that's like I'll just watch that whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my girl was like, "Can we watch something else?" And I'm like, "You about to fall asleep in 10 minutes anyway, you know." But
hey fam, so don't tell me y'all over there shacking up, fam. I don't see a ring on our finger. What y'all got going?
We're taking midday naps, man. These are midday naps. I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. It's midday naps, Mom.
I'm about to say.
Damn, you looking at my girl's fingers now?
I'm just saying. I see no rock on her finger.
She ain't gonna get a rock when I got one. Man, she gonna get the pebble. That's all I can afford. Okay, until BlendJet gives us a sponsor, I can only do pebbles. But I want to try. There's a spot in Marion called S&S Nutrition.
Yeah.
So I think Olivia Sherwood, I believe, is the girl. Yep.
There's another spot too. Not to take S&S Nutrition.
Yeah.
Sean, but there's another spot I just seen over there next to Sansoda's.
I think it's the same people.
Okay.
I think it's just their second location. Okay. Honestly, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, you know, no, my fault. You know, but I think it's the same people. Yeah. I've actually talked to Olivia about coming onto the show, and she said that, you know, absolutely we'll have to get our schedules aligned. But yeah, because I think she's involved with Herbalife. Okay. So I was asking around about it, and it's like it's kind of like, from what I understand, like a local Smoothie King. Okay. Where they make smoothie, but they also make like drinks. And then I see her post about like the protein, like cake balls and all this other stuff. So it's right down the street from my work. I'm gonna have to stop in there this week. She always been posting drinks that give you energy and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to stop in there.
See, I used to mess with my guy Affiliator. You know, it was right there where the Remnant used to be.
Oh yeah.
What was his shop called? And it was Paige. And
oh man.
Yeah, and her husband at the time. I can't remember his name, man. But yeah, I used to go there, bro. They used to have this green. It was called like the green machine. It was like green apple, celery, cayenne pepper, lemon.
Damn, got the pepper in there?
Yeah.
You like drinks with spice? Like that?
I liked it that. Well, yeah. I mean, I could have done without the cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
But it kind of did like kick it, you know what I'm saying? Little spice level 1 on there, you know what I'm saying? But it was decent.
See, my one dude who always does, he used to do like, he would randomly go on like 6-month juicing cleanse. Yeah. And that's one thing that he would always tell me. He'd be like, you know, I'm putting this in there, this fruit, that fruit, this vegetable, that vegetable, and then some ginger and a couple pepper, like habanero peppers. And I'm like, for what? Yeah. You know, and I asked him one time, I was like, you know, hey, I want to do a detox, something that, you know, like, let's go and flush me out. And he was like, all right, go get you this, and some cayenne pepper. And I'm like, pep for what? It's a drink. Yeah. He's like, oh, that's what you need. It's going to clear you out. I was like, you just trying to make me shit. Yeah. Like, you just
So me and my girl, we was on like a juice cleanse for a minute. We did every diet you could do, but one time we bought like a whole bunch of spinach and all the veggies and all the fruit, and she had seen, and this is before TikTok. I don't know where she's seen it on, probably Pinterest or something like that.
Vine.
Maybe
the OG,
Vine.
OG TikTok.
This was a minute ago though. So we had this was 2016, 2017. So we had took all the ingredients and put them into individual baggies. So we probably had made like 90 bags. So it was like 3 bags a day for a whole month. So we made like 90 smoothies. You know, so like 3 days.
Okay, yeah.
So all we had to do was put some ice in it or juice that we wanted, and then all the like the vegetables and fruits is already in the bag, like made together. And we throw on it what it was. All you had to do was put it in the blender and have your juice, or you know what I'm saying, whatever we had, we would add to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember it was this ginger drink. You had to, it was like a knot of ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I like, ginger is a strong taste. You know what I'm saying? It's a really strong taste. She didn't really like it, but I like that ginger taste.
Do you?
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of LMNT. Shout out LMNT. They've got in one packet they've got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, and then it's something like 60 milligrams of magnesium, and it's I'll have to look it up, but it's good stuff. It helps you rehydrate big time. I drink it every training day. So, but one of the flavors that they have is like mango habanero, and my one dude who drinks that stuff loves that flavor. I haven't even tried it. I ain't even playing with it.
Like, there was a Gatorade that they came out with. It was like a spicy Gatorade.
Ooh, I don't know. Nah.
It was like something. It was like something spicy.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like people talking about it. Like, I don't know what Gatorade. It was like a habanero lime guava or something.
I think I just seen something not that long ago, like not a spicy Pepsi, but like a cinnamon Pepsi.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't really drink pop as it is, so I'm like, nah, I wouldn't even go try that. That don't sound good.
You know, it used to be my thing back in the day, bro. When I was like in middle school, they had vanilla Coke. That was your
bro.
thing.
I swear to God, that was our thing. Hell yeah, that was the best. That's the best one they made.
Yeah, bro. That vanilla
yes.
Coke
When they first came out with that, man, that was one of the things that, like, when I would go help my dad mow lawns or whatever, that would be like the treat or whatever. Let's go get a Coke. Great hydration skills, Dad. We're out there, hot summer, pushing the mower. Give me a Coke.
But that's that old fashioned, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That probably was the commercial back in the day. You remember it. I'm gonna tell you. Speaking of that, so we just got a dumpster at our house, and my wife just showed me before we got here. There was a old space heater, like in our laundry room, like from the previous owners. And she's like, look how old it's brand new. I'm talking about spanking new.
Yeah.
But it had to be from like the 70s, 60s, or 70s. I'm talking about, bro, brand new. Like, might have been the first ones who opened it up. Like, they put it back there and got it. And she was like, look at the advertisement on the box. It's people sitting in front of the space heater listening to records.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't done nothing with that, have you?
No, I told her, I was like, babe, hell. She's like, we should use it. I'm like, hell no.
Keep it.
No, I'm like, because she was just saying, she's like, you think we should just throw it away? I was like, I don't know. It might be worth something, but I was like, we're definitely not plugging it in.
Yeah.
I'm like, heater.
Yeah.
I'm like, heaters now, like you tilt them forward or something like that. Like, they just turn off automatically. Like they got pressure, you know what I'm saying? Pressure sensor. Yeah. I guarantee you tip that baby over, it's still going. It's just going to be going. House is down.
Yeah. It's so crazy to think about the things that, like when we was growing up, like my son's age, like now they're being bought back up for 10 times what they were retail back in the day. I seen a YouTube video that said Pete Davidson. You know who Pete Davidson is? He said that like in 2020 during COVID, he bought up like a ton of VHS tapes still wrapped up brand new.
I seen that.
And he said that, and they were like, like everybody was making fun of me, He's like, in Rocky, that was still in the VHS box and all that stuff, still wrapped up, went for like $20,000 at auction.
Yeah.
And I saw that video, and I was at my parents the next day. I was like, y'all got any VHS tapes?
Man, no, I seen that. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like as a kid, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us did it, but I was like a collector. So I like collected comics.
Okay.
I collected. Yeah. I didn't really read comics though. Yeah. I just like collected them. You know what I'm saying? I collected like tops. Like remember the spinning tops?
Yeah.
So I collected them. I collected yo-yos.
I had a big yo-yos. We was just talking about it. Hey, y'all remember when the yo-yo guy would come to school?
I think I slightly remember that, like elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I remember there was like I can't say circus family, but they was riding like unicycles. And did they ever come to your school?
Circus family, bro.
Circus family. I mean, they didn't have no liner. I think they might have had a poodle. I think they actually did have a poodle that was like they was unicycling and then had the poodle up on a stick
Up
like
on
this.
something.
Yeah.
I just seen the circus came to town. Did you know the circus
Yeah.
came to town?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I wanted to go.
I didn't know it was
Yeah.
happening, or I'd have taken the boys.
Yeah, I wanted. The monster truck's coming here in the next week or two.
Man, you gotta say that with my son's in the presence. Like,
oh damn, my bad.
I forgot. I remember monster trucks being in Marion, but obviously after you get to a certain age, you're not really paying attention to that stuff. So it's like they probably have done it every year since then.
Hey, shout out to Coliseum.
Yeah,
they throw a lot of stuff. I'm gonna tell you something a lot of people don't know. Marion throws like one of the biggest dog shows in Ohio at the Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah, it's the week after the fair.
Really?
Yeah. It's huge.
No clue, bro.
Yeah, I told you so last year when I worked. So last year it turned off.
Either that or I forgot to turn it on. We'll find out.
Oh damn. But yeah, last year we good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last year my company got like the contract to clean the fairgrounds during the county fair. And bro, I learned so much about the fairgrounds. Like, there's a whole museum over there. There was I forget the guy's name.
Huberson.
Huber.
Or Huber?
Yeah.
Just Huber Museum? Yeah.
I went to that's been there for years. Like, he was like a pioneer of the damn combine. Like the tractor? Yeah, the tractor, like the combine for the fields, like harvesting crops and stuff. I was dead. Yeah, he was like a pioneer for that. Yeah, he was like a pioneer for that, man. And like what else? What else, man? I learned like, man, the whole fair, you think it's about the rides.
Yeah.
The fair is about 4-H.
Oh yeah.
The fair is not about the rides. Yeah. That's just to get everybody else there.
Yeah.
The fair is about 4-H. So like I was going into all them buildings and like them kids work so hard, bro. They're literally showing their livestock all day for 7 days.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool because this year I actually knew a lot of them kids because my kids go to Ridgedale, so a lot of them kids go to Ridgedale. And so I'm just seeing like all these kids. I'm like, man, they're really. And I didn't realize all them campers back there. I always thought them campers was like the people who work the fair.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was all the 4-H kids. Like they just stay there. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So I'm like, man, I didn't realize all that stuff goes on, man.
Yeah. Tate, do you remember? So we got our executive producer here today. But Tate, do you remember when you showed a cattle? Was that 2 years ago?
I think so.
About 2 years ago, and that was one of the things. He had to, walk it around. He had his stick. I don't know. Sorry to all the 4-H people. I don't know the correct terms, but and he had to go and show. And you saw all these kids that I'm sure you had to do chores with that cow, right? Feeding it and all that good stuff. So what all do you do with it?
So it's like what we have now. We just give them feed and we leave them, give them some straw, put it on the ground or hay and put it with the feed.
Yeah. Was it a lot of work?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
But with the baby calves,
yeah,
we just have to keep stirring and not see any clumps.
Okay.
We stir for like almost every hour.
Oh wow! Okay.
It feels like it.
Yeah. So out at his mom's, and they have like 6 or 8 new calves out there. So this is how mature my 8-year-old is, man. I go, it's like, oh, you got some calves out there? He's like, yeah. He's like, but they won't listen to me. And I was like, well, maybe as time goes on, you develop a relationship with them, then they'll start listening to you. He goes, I don't know why I do that. We're just gonna slaughter them. I was like,
hey, God,
man. I was like, man, well, bring some steaks then from old Daisy.
Bring some steaks.
But yeah, man, I just said something to somebody on Facebook. Did you see that? First off, we have all those cardinals downtown. They're all painted up, and then they just put signs up downtown pointing to where certain businesses are. And I had seen somebody have reposted the article about the Cardinals, and somebody had commented on the article post, and because the caption was like, "As people tour Marion, da 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 da," and one girl hopped on there and she was like, "Haha, I never see, who's touring Marion? Why would people come to Marion? And I just commented on, I'm like, there's a lot more to Marion than what people realize. You just don't care enough to look into it.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot that goes into Marion, man. So yeah, but I didn't know about the dog show. I really don't know a whole lot about what goes on at the fairgrounds.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. So like I said, because we had to ride, I'm basically riding a golf cart around.
Yeah.
From opening and close of the fairgrounds, and yeah, bro. I'm like, I really enjoy, even though I was cleaning out toilets and stuff. Like it was just an experience just to see. Like I'm like, dang, bro, I've never been. Like there's buildings, so the people that show the horses and ride do like the horse.
Mm.
I don't know what it is, like the little
stables.
Yeah, there's some horse stables, but they do like what's it called?
It's like a buck and bull ride when everyone goes around the barrels.
Yep. See, big
Okay.
dog. That's why we need. That's why you hear. That's why you hear that. But like we went back to like watching that, you know what I'm saying? Like I never went back there. I didn't even know there were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was just so much stuff that I've lived in Marion for 33 years.
Yeah.
I never knew half the stuff that happened at that fairground.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Now you got me intrigued he literally was just talking maybe 30, 40 minutes ago about how he's excited for the fair this year. I said, "Oh yeah, are you excited?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "What you excited for?" There's a Chinese food truck that he was just excited for the Chinese food truck, man.
Yeah, that day, I feel it's been the same people that's been there for like
forever.
Yeah, the same truck.
I actually got offered, I guess I know a couple people on the fair board, and they were like, "Are you still doing that breakfast thing?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "But honestly, the fair is what gave me the idea. The fair and then the popcorn festival. Is there for a minute. I was walking around the fair all the time with his mom, and I was like, there's no breakfast here, like, because his mom's family used to stay up there also because the whole family showed, and I was like, man, there's no breakfast food. Jenny's got to go to McDonald's like probably everybody else, or they're making it, blah blah blah, while they're trying to take care of all their animals. Like, man, a breakfast food truck would kill it up here.
Yeah.
So they asked, "Are you still doing that breakfast food thing?" I'm like, "No, and we were thinking about doing it up at the fair." And I was like, I'll bust out the tables in the Blackstone.
What's the donut? The donut is in Marion.
Andrew?
No, not Andrew. But he has a donut food truck.
Oh, coffee and crumbs?
No, that's another guy.
That's a different one.
It's like, I know what they have because my mom went to it once, but
you know the name of it?
I saw donut.
Yeah, something.
Where's that bottom? I don't read
a lot. Yeah, it's something. But I'm gonna shout him out.
Okay.
Because it was a few vendors. So I guess they said one of the big problems every year is the restrooms.
Oh, okay.
And that's like their number one complaint. So that's how we had ended up getting the position.
Yeah.
And so we took it serious like I take everything else serious. So
yeah.
But it was like literally the vendors was coming up to us like, get whatever you want. Like we've been on this circuit for 15 years, and these have always been the worst restrooms on the fair circuit.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah. And they're like, and I'm not bashing nobody that works up at the fair because
y'all got a lot to do.
Yes, they have a lot to do. So the people that ride around and they have golf carts too, like big old trailers hooked to the golf carts. So they ride around, they're collecting all the, you know what I'm saying, and make sure the receptacles is emptied, you know what I'm saying, making sure things is picked up, making sure things is clean, making sure, you know what I'm saying, anything happens, they're on it. So I'm not saying nothing about them. So like I could imagine them having to do that and keep up on the bathrooms. Like keeping up on the bathrooms is that's why they contracted out to us. Like it's a job of its own.
Yeah.
Because literally like the main bathrooms, like the Coliseum bathrooms and the 4-H bathrooms, you have to toilet paper constantly, soap. Well, toilet paper, honestly. I'm going to say, y'all some nasty mugs up there. Because I probably only changed the soap maybe a couple of times in the whole week. Yeah. Y'all some nasty mugs up there. Y'all some nasty mugs up there. But then the other bathroom, just keeping everything maintained. But it was like I was making it my job to make sure I'm sweeping up every time I go in there. I'm wiping down countertops every time I go in there. Like I said, keeping toilet paper stock, paper towel stock, soap stock, sanitizer stock. You feel me? Just making sure everything was clean. It was like I felt good. Like I said, a lot of people see me and don't, you know what I'm saying? Might not think like, oh, he probably don't get his hands dirty. Like, no, I was at the fairgrounds 8 hours for 7 days. You feel me? Cleaning these toilets.
I was trying to get you to walk it. And you were like,
oh, no, I definitely went, bro. Luckily, it wasn't that hot out there. It was maybe one hot day.
Really?
There the whole time. Mostly it rained like 2 days, and it was like one hot day. But
I feel like weather-wise here in Ohio, Marion, I guess it hasn't been a bad, like all last year. There wasn't really too many crazy hot days.
Yeah.
This winter we had a week of stupid cold days. Hopefully that stuff's over. But as I say that, we're probably looking at an inch sitting outside by the time we're done.
Yeah, and I think it has to be global warming.
Oh, here we
because
go.
It's like I feel like the summer is not as hot as it used to be.
Yeah.
And the winter isn't like as wintry as it used to be.
Oh yeah.
And they say that's what it does. Like just because it say global warming, it doesn't just mean like it's just going to get super hot.
Yeah.
Like the temperature is cooling the ice caps, and the ice caps is cooling the waters, and it just everything is like it's not going to be
coming down from there.
Yeah, it's not going to be super hot. It's just being hot is cooling everything.
Yeah. I'll be honest.
I don't know what global warming is. That's just my understanding of the situation.
I've never looked into global warming personally. Yeah. I always just sit back on the fact of the Bible says in the end times the changing of the you won't be able to tell the changing of the seasons. Yeah. So I'm just like, man, the warmer the winters and the colder the summers, Jesus coming back sooner.
Yeah. See, I also think too. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this topic. But also think too is it is changing, but who was the one who put the dates on from this date to this date is summer, from this date to this date is autumn. So if everything is shifting a little bit, I mean we're still getting the seasons. Yeah. But it's like it's starting to, you know what I'm saying? Winter is lasting until April, beginning of May. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like spring is going all the way till June. It's still rainy. You know what I'm saying? Summer's going all the way until damn near October. You know what I'm saying? The end of September, October. So it's like, what if everything is just shifting a little bit?
Just a little bit. Yeah, I can see that too. I always wanted to know why we got to do the time back.
Yeah.
Daylight savings.
Well, they've been voting on that for like the last, I say, decade to stop that.
Good.
Yeah.
They need to vote a little harder, man.
Yeah, they've been. I think Arizona doesn't even do daylight savings time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, dude. It's so hot out in Arizona, man. I remember there being pictures a few years back of like Bobo posted a picture, or he shared it or whatever it was, but of like trash cans being melted out there.
Damn.
Like just from sitting out.
Yeah.
Like that's a different kind of hot, bro.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I've never been to Arizona, but like I told you out there in Cali, I went in August, so I'm figuring August got to be like, August here is hot. That's probably our hottest month. It wasn't that bad out there. And I went to Miami in like May a few years back, and it was just humid. Like it wasn't really humid in Cali. It was like more breezy to me.
Yeah.
But in Miami, it was just humid. Yeah. Like it was hot, but it just had a weird humid feel to it. But
I've never been to Cali. That's one place I do want to go.
Yeah.
Just to experience it. You know what I mean? I've been to Oregon. Oregon was dope. But yeah, Cali's always one spot I wanted to go to. Just check it out.
Yeah. So getting off subject.
Yeah.
But on a new subject. What you about 6 weeks out from the Arnold?
Oh man. No, we're looking at 5 now.
5 weeks out from the Arnold.
Yeah, 5 weeks out. Dialing in. I just talked to my guys down there at Doghouse, and He kind of gave me the dates of, all right, this is the day you're going to take a heavy deadlift. This is the day you're going to take a heavy bench, and this is the day you'll take your last heavy squat. Because they do things just a little bit differently down there. And this is only my third fully equipped meet. So I'm like, hey, I'm still learning. I did it one way my first meet. I did it a different way my second meet. I'm gonna do it a different way this third meet. Let's figure out what works, man. But I do want to say, man, shout out to everybody that's reached out to me and said that they're gonna come down and watch. If you're able to make it, I'm forever grateful. And if you're not able to make it, man, I'm still forever grateful.
Man, get your ass out there.
But oh man, if everybody shows up like they say, man, it's gonna be a Marion section in that crowd, man. But yeah, thanks for dialing in, man. I did 700 to a one board last Wednesday. That's why I didn't bench this morning. I did an incline, but I didn't speed bench against bands because I find that bands normally put a lot of more so tension and wear and tear on your tendons and ligaments. And my tricep and elbows have been bothering me ever since that 740 floated to my face. So I've been trying to stay away from bands. If anything, accommodating resistance wise. So if you're having tendon issues or ligament issues, you feeling that kind of pain, and you're using bands in your training, change over to chains, because the bands, like I said, the tension, different kind of tension. So therefore, it's putting different kind of wear and tear on your tendons and ligaments and muscles, connective tissues. So, but that's why, like I said, we did squats with chains last Friday, and then we just did straight weight last Wednesday on bench. So, yeah, man, we're
mind you talking about 700 pounds. He hit me up the other day. I was like, man, how that lift go down there to doghouse? He's like, yeah, 700 felt good. I'm like, he just casually said 700 pounds felt good. Like,
it should be more, man. I'm hard on myself because I was 20 or 21 when in a single ply I took 655 to a one board, and so in my mind I'm like I should be pushing in the eights at this point, but life happened, this happened, that happened, any other excuse I could think of, but we're getting there.
You know how to turn the heat off? You want to turn the heat off real quick?
You know how to turn the heat off outside? No.
You can tell me.
Take a quick pause real quick.
That thing is super loud. Yeah, that thing was about to kick on and be super loud.
But yeah, no, man, I keep saying it like I'm nervous, but I'm getting more confident at the same time. It's like pregame jitters, you know what I mean? So we're getting there. And you about 30 weeks out from your show.
So I'm gonna have to push it back a little bit more. I might be another 40 weeks. I'm 40 weeks.
Looking at a different show.
Man, different show, you feel me? I was gonna do the Olympia, but I'm gonna wait. The universe.
Yeah, Mr. Universe, I mean, how was the diet this week? Because this was a busy week for you. I feel like we talk every day, and I feel like it was a little spotty this week, so I knew you was busy.
I feel like I stress eat. So it's like when I got a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to get back to the house and eat what I'm supposed to be eating. I think I started out good because I had on like Sunday I told you I was making hibachi.
Yeah.
So I'll take some chicken, some steak, and then some veggies, and then like a little bit of rice, and then I would eat that for like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So I think I ate that like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday just started getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we had like 3 games last week. We have 4 or 5 games this week.
Dang.
Yeah, I have a game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Dang.
Yeah. So we have 5 games this week. So it's like, So it's like, oh man. So I'll probably be busy, but I feel like I've been keeping. I didn't really drink no juices, no pops last week.
Stay with the water.
Water. like I said, Monday, Tuesday I did free. Oh, don't put that in here, man.
No.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just keep that away from over there, bub.
Yeah, don't put that in there.
I'll put a fork in the
Woo.
outlet.
You look like Daffy Duck. Man.
I like that in school.
Yeah.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah, don't do that up there. But yeah, I feel like I've fallen off. Oh yeah, shout out my guy Chris. He just texted me earlier. He said he finally got his body fat percentage.
Okay,
I forget what he said he was at, but he said he lost like 15 pounds. So he's like 210, so he got to be like 195. He's trying to get to 185.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, so
nice.
he's about 180, 195 right now. And yeah, bro, I just gotta. That's why I was wanting you to put when you said you put that row machine up, was giving it to Rich to take it to his house. I'm like, damn. I was like, man, I'm about to
put that.
Yeah, I was about to work out with all that stuff. But I'll still jump on a little bike. You feel me?
Yeah, you definitely.
Because I got the treadmill out there now too.
Yeah.
The tread climber. So I was like, man, I just want to. I was like, remember last week I said I was gonna do. I was trying to get 2 miles in a day. So it was like a couple times I got 2 miles in, like 1.7, 1.5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I went to the gym. I went to the gym like 4 times last week. I tried to go yesterday, and man, it was so packed at the damn club at like 10 o'clock. I'm like, why haven't all y'all fell off your resolutions? Like, why is there not a place
Why are
to
you
park?
still here?
Yeah, why are you still here? Like, it's literally, there was literally no place to park. Literally at the club at 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
Dang.
Yeah, so I'm like, hell yeah.
Hey man, 740 gets packed like that too, where there ain't no place to park.
There wasn't no place to park today. This morning.
Pulling in my grass.
You wasn't even. Yeah, you wasn't there yet this morning. Like, so your girl parked. She parked halfway in the driveway, and then Mason parked behind her, and then I pulled in. I'm like, well, damn, I can't park. Well, first I pulled in the grass, and I kind of got stuck a little bit. I ain't having it.
I had a 4-wheel drive.
I had a 4-wheel drive in. You feel me? I was like, no, I ain't gonna mess up his yard. I was like, we've already been tearing it up, so I pulled back out and I pulled in the driveway. I thought about it. I was like, bro, ain't nobody else can park behind me. You know what I'm saying? And as I was about to back out, 2 other people started coming. Rich and somebody came.
Yeah.
So I had just backed out, and then I backed into your yard, and then they pulled in, and then everybody else pulled up.
Yeah.
It was decent in there today.
Yeah. Going back to the putting the rowers out there, Rich, man, we gotta give them a consolation for today. Man, I listen. I was so. We always establish things. I feel like in everything that you do when you're with a group, like you always establish things, and then as time goes on, we just either forget or we get lazy on certain things. But we've always been, since the last time somebody dropped some weight on bench on their chest,
it was me.
We were adamant.
Yeah,
have spotters on each side, and then as time goes on, people just ain't paying attention or ain't thinking about it.
And I think it gets to the point where it's like he only had like 150 pounds on there, and you know, Rich, that's nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? But it was like with me, I think I dropped like 185 on my chest. You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing. It just slipped out my hands that day, and it was like same with him. Like it was 155 pounds, so nobody was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like there were spotters on both sides. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
So he when I dropped off that rower today to him, I dapped him up and gave him a hug, and he was like, oh, I was like, you hurting? He was like,
that's gonna hurt for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Tired, man. I don't know why I keep going.
You need to get on that keto. I'm telling you, bro. Like carnivore and keto diet. That's one thing that I've always noticed from, and we jumped around a little bit, but that's one thing I've always noticed is when I get on keto, I got more energy. I really genuinely don't know how it works.
I was just watching a guy earlier. He was talking about, they told me not to do the carnivore diet. It's not going to work. I'm going to gain weight. And he was like, I lost 60 pounds in 4 months.
Yeah.
But I hear Joe Rogan say that a lot, that he's on a carnivore diet. And, actually, there was a guy. So I just had a guy last week. And shout out to him. Like, I don't know him. It's just an internet guy. You know what I'm saying? But I have followed his content for a while. And he talks about like insulin resistance and not doing fat diets, really like changing your eating lifestyle and you know what I'm saying, healthier habits. And that's kind of like what he talks about. He's like, yeah, carnivore diet, keto, and you always gain weight back. But it's like, I just feel if you maintain what you got going on, and I feel that's really for people that's not working out so much.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I told him, he's like, I think he's used to having people that work out like don't work out at all or work out once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I was like, bro, I work out like 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I work out like 4 or 5 days. So
yeah,
working out part I could do. I said it's just my diet. I was like, I stress eat when I get busy. It's nothing. I don't do this. I don't really go to McDonald's, but it would be nothing for me to go to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm like, man, I want to roll. Let me grab something because I don't know what I'm gonna eat next.
So. Yeah. That's one thing people always worry about with the carnivore diet or with the keto diet. They always ask me like, "Well, am I just going to gain weight back as soon as I hop off of it?" And I tell them like, like what a lot of people run into if they gain their weight back. See, me personally, now everybody's different, but me personally, my weight stays off of me for at least another 3 to 4 weeks, and till like I get really dumb loose with my diet. Yeah. Like go over to mom and dad's, go grab the Nutter Bar, you know what I mean? Like, and then something later, you know, or Taco Bell at night. Yes.
Nutter Bar.
There's a good, yes.
You're a nasty candy bar eater. We established this.
We talked about this. They're good. It's chocolate with peanut butter.
You probably like Twizzlers.
I mean, they ain't bad, bro. And we both agree that Crunch bars are the best bars. but not you just the biggest thing is once you get into the lifestyle of that diet. Yeah. The key after getting off of the diet is to not go crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'll say that this is how I knew the keto diet / carnivore, because they're dang near the same thing. This is how I knew it was a big energy thing for me, is after I got done getting off of it last time, I had my meat. And then after the meat, I was like, man, I can't wait. Like next week, I'm eating Chipotle, I'm eating Taco Bell, I'm eating Panda, I'm getting pizza, you know. And we had that next Monday off. Yeah. And I went to Chipotle like for lunch, bashed that bowl, and then took a 3-hour. It was like dang near immediately, 30 minutes after that meal, boom, I had a 3-hour nap. I was so tired. And I was like, all right, you know, maybe I was just still tired. And then the next day I went to work and my boss was like, what do you want? I was like, man, let's get some Panda. Got Panda. After I got done eating that, I'm sitting there in the chair. I'm looking at my boss. I'm like, man, I think my day is over. Like, it's going to be hard pressed to finish till 4:30, man. So that's how I knew eating that amount of carbs in one sitting was detrimental to me personally on my energy levels. But yeah, you just ain't gotta go crazy. There's no reason to go on crazy. Yeah. You're dang near all the time always gonna have a meat or a protein in your meal, right? And some kind of carb, whether it's, you know, your side of mashed potatoes or, you know, mac and cheese or whatever it is. You just ain't gotta go crazy with those. The one thing I'll tell you, we had last night, we had a box of the penne noodles, but they were the Barilla Protein Plus noodles. So we made a little portion of that and made some chicken tenderloins and threw all that together, man. That stuff was good. You don't taste no difference in the noodles.
Yeah, you put me on to them. I'll grab them for a minute.
Yeah, you don't taste no difference in the noodles.
Brian dropped his phone like 6 times.
I'll let my phone live naked, man, and that. Okay, I was like, it ain't got no cracks. Then I looked, I thought I seen one.
Yeah, I can't do it, bro. I literally, it was in about 2018, 2019. I think I broke 7 phones.
Dang, that's because you kept smashing them, Kyle.
No, I kept. So that's when I had my Silverado, and I would always keep it on my lap, like the charger on my lap, and I would get out my car and it would just fall.
Oh wow,
yeah. And it did that like every other month. Like I literally broke like 7 phones.
I'm about ready to get the new one, but I think I'm gonna wait. I think I still got like 7 months left on payments on this one. And I think I'm just gonna wait until because they bust one out every Christmas, don't they?
Yeah.
Around that time. So yeah, they're durable. I ain't getting the titanium one though.
Yeah.
I keep saying that they warm up too fast.
That's what I heard, that they get too hot.
They'll probably change that or fix that for the next one.
Yeah.
So, our producer's got his hand up. What's up?
When you get another phone,
I already knew it was coming.
The kid question of the year.
Can I have that one? No, I gotta turn that one in to save money on my new one.
The kid question of the year.
Yeah, man. At what age did you have a cell phone?
I think I got my first cell phone like 6th or 7th grade.
Okay, she wasn't too far off from when I got mine.
Yeah, so that was back the old Nokia's that had a snake on it.
Oh yeah. Now those you could drop.
Man, yeah.
You could drop, shoot them out of cannon.
Yeah,
they gonna live.
Yeah.
I had a Nextel for my first phone, man.
A chirp.
Catch me chirping.
Man, I had a chirp.
I had it in the 5th grade.
No, I remember Jostin. You know Jostin?
Yeah.
I remember Jostin. He had all the best cell phones growing up, bro. Like he had the good chirp. I remember he had the Razor. He had the chocolate when it first dropped. He had all the good phones, bro. He used to have all the good phones.
That chocolate was supposed to be like the music phone.
Yeah.
It was like supposed to be all centered around music. I do remember that. You remember the Sidekick?
Yeah, I had a Sidekick.
Did you?
I had a Sidekick 2 and a Sidekick 3.
Yeah, I always wanted one just because I just wanted to flip that damn screen up.
I bought them from my dude Steve. So he always had the Sidekick, and he had upgraded, but he had got the 3 when it first came out. So I was like, man, let me buy that 2, and I had bought the 2. And then his mom had right after he got the 3, I think he had switched phone plan or something like that, like to his dad's or something. So I was like, man, let me buy that 3, and I bought that 3 off of him. So I was like, yeah, man, got the little Sidekick. Yeah, them Sidekicks was fire.
And then the Blackberries.
I had a Blackberry.
I wanted a Blackberry real bad, and I got one to mess around because back in the day it used to be easy to just switch your SIM card. Like, oh, you want this phone? Okay, bet. Boom, pay me whatever. Put your SIM card in it. Now it's your phone.
Yeah.
Used to be easy. Now I feel like it's way harder to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I got one and I was messing around with it, and it just had that little tiny ball, I think it was called the Blackberry Palm.
Yeah, so the skinnier one. Or you had the fat one?
It was a fat one.
Yeah.
It was a fat one, and it just had that tiny little, tiny little ball and those tiny little letters on it. I wanted that thing so bad. My parents was like, "You have no reason to have that thing."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
man?
my dad had one, and then he had got a new phone, and I was like, man, that Blackberry. Yeah, I had a Blackberry for a minute too, man. I was a phone breaker, bro.
Really?
I probably went through, I want to say, at least 100 cell phones in my life.
Nah, see, the way my bank account's set up is.
I mean, no, I didn't keep getting new phones, so I got such a big family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, okay.
So my auntie got new phones, so like nobody threw their and back in the day you didn't trade your phone in. Like, I don't think you could trade your phone in back in the day. You just got new phone.
Yeah.
So everybody would have a phone drawer.
Yeah.
And my auntie like, Mom, Naviana, we're gonna have a phone. You got a phone over there. We got a whole bunch of aunties. You feel me? So
yeah.
I just get a new phone from one of them, but or I would save my money and buy my own phone. But yeah.
Do you remember the Juke?
Bro, I knew you was about to say that. Yeah.
Dumbest phone ever, bro.
I remember my homie Stitz had a Juke, and it was the ugliest little.
It was about as thick as this.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I thought that was the dumbest phone that they come out with.
I remember the hardest phone that I wanted. I ended up getting one though. I bought one. That was like my first phone I bought. Like when me and my girl got a crib, I was like 18 or 19. The Droid.
Oh yeah, the Voyager. It was called the Droid Voyager. It was like the very first one that it was. Yeah, it was like the first
that black
touch screen.
Yeah.
All touch screen phone. Yeah. I had the NV2 and the orange one.
I had one of them.
Yeah, but I got that.
That was the like this, and you open it up.
Yeah, open it up and I had the keyboard.
Yeah, I had one of them.
I got that, but I was asking for the Voyager.
Yeah,
I wanted the Voyager.
Listen, bro, I literally had like every phone
Yeah.
Literally, bro. I probably had like every phone, bro.
Do you remember the? So I love thinking about this back in the day, like on the door, like on the Voyager, like, and even on the very first, second, maybe even third iPhones. Like the YouTube app used to be a little TV.
Okay.
You remember that?
I don't remember that.
You remember
I'm trying
that?
to think.
If you just look it up, you'd be like,
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I remember on like, what was my first iPhone? I think I had like iPhone 3. It was like 2011. That was my first iPhone. I might buy it 3. I remember. You remember you had to download the flashlight app.
Oh yeah.
You remember that? And then you
Yeah.
had to download the emoji app. Like that shit wasn't
Yeah.
just come on the phone.
Yeah.
You had to download an emoji keyboard.
I remember talking about like, oh man, in the future they're gonna have, you know, stuff like where you can like video chat with people.
Yeah.
And then nah, that ain't going to happen. And then boom, FaceTime came out.
Bro, I remember my first real tone was the actual song.
Yeah.
Like I remember I got that I had two. I got that Warren G regulators.
Yeah.
And I had that Kevin Little that turned me on. Used to be my razor for my booski back in the day.
You remember having ring back tones?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
My homeboy Steve, bro. Remember Steve I brought up to
Yeah.
the gym that came there for one session?
Yeah.
Bro, he had that Lil Jon and Lil Scrappy Gangster. Bro, that was his ringback tone for like 5 years, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, people be calling you for jobs and stuff. And I'm a gangster. Like, but that was his ringback tone for like 5 years.
Yeah, we're here to offer you the job for the accountant. Yeah.
Me and him was talking about that not too long ago, and he was saying like he never knew how to take it off.
Bro, do you remember you used to have to go online, like on Verizon.com or whatever, and go into like log into your stuff and apply that stuff?
I never got a ringback tone.
Yeah, not me neither.
I never got a ringback tone. I'm gonna tell you something though. People don't realize too that we was out here coding on MySpace. You gotta get the whole code for your background and the song and you know what I'm saying, all that stuff.
Yeah. I didn't realize that's what it was until like some years ago I seen somebody post that. Like, you know, we was really out here young coding. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what it was. Exactly what we were doing.
I remember when I was at Marian Catholic, we had to take we took like a coding class like HTML. And we were building like websites. We were building and we did like graphic design. We were messing with this one program, and you had to make I remember you had to make it was like an outer space scene. So you had to make like an outer space scene. And it was all like coding.
Dang, that's slick.
And I always look back, and I'm like, bro, they really had us on next level stuff over there.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I remember I had a shoe. So, you know, Cool Kicks, the shoe.
Yeah.
So back in the day, the original Cool Kicks was a knockoff shoe site. It used to be called coolkicks.com.
Okay.
And that's the original Cool Kicks. And they used to just be all knockoff shoes on there.
Okay.
And I remember I basically I forget what I made my shoe site called, but I basically took like all the shoes off of just copy and pasted all the shoes off of Cool Kicks and then put it on my thing. I remember I was the hardest website. I remember sophomore year, like all I wanted, and these kids today, like my kids don't have no problem asking me for a pair of $200 shoes.
Yeah.
Like they have no problem asking me for that. Like back in the day, like bro, I remember it was a pair of shoes, it was some $100 bill mid top Air Force Ones that I wanted, $100 bills on them.
Yeah.
They was $50. Well, I was scared to ask my mom for them. You know
what
I'm saying? Like 50 on some shoes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
man, I rocked Skechers for the longest time until I was on that K-Swiss and what you about to say, bro?
Skechers with the shoelaces, the curly Q ones that ain't tied.
Chill out, bro. This is why y'all beat me up back on High Street, man.
The curly Q shoestrings.
But now the Skechers and K-Swiss, I was on them for a minute until honestly till about middle school, and then think what was I doing in middle school? I think more like case. I was never really a Nike dude, and then high school I was in cowboy boots.
Man, see, I was
Part of my environment at the time.
man. See, I was I always want like so like junior senior year I became like shoe guy.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like freshman sophomore year, you still trying to, what I'm saying, get your bearings for what you about to be in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I had a few pair of shoes, I remember, but I wore like the same size as my dad. So he wore like a 10 and a half. I wore like a 10. So I would just, what I'm saying, sneak his shoes like that. He always had like all the like this new stuff that came out, like G Unit when them came out. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the shoes that came out. And, but my stepdad, he had like all the retro Jordans, like the original retros. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, okay.
But he wore like an 11 and a half, so I used to steal his shoes too. So I used to just take like a sock.
Now y'all know.
Oh yeah, he know. I used to put a sock at the front of them babies, but he had like the 14s, the 13s, the 11s,
Dang.
3s, like 1s.
He probably done got rid of them.
No, he still has.
Does
Bro,
he
they're
have 'em?
still. He's the person that takes care of everything.
So he probably could get some serious money out of it.
Yeah, he takes care. He like takes care of everything, bro. Like he doesn't like that shit. I guarantee is still in a box in his room. Like no stains. Only stains on it is probably the ones I put on there back in 2007. But yeah, like when it came to high school, like especially my senior year, I really like I got into shoes. Like I probably had everything. You know what I'm saying? Half of it knockoff though, but
Yeah.
like I probably had half real, half knockoff. But I had like all the important J's. You feel me?
Yeah.
And everybody rocks ones now. Back when I was in school, you didn't rock ones.
Really?
Yeah, hell no, you didn't rock ones. Only thing you rock the 11s, you rock 13s.
See, I think my senior year was the first year and really the only time that I wore Jordans. I got a pair of old high top Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
And then my dude was like, "I'm not wearing these anymore. Do you want them?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Shit, why not?"
Yeah.
So I wore those a few times. I think I had some red ones and some blue ones, and that was really it. Like, I don't see myself as a sneaker guy as it is,
bro. Between probably 2007 and I want to say 2009, 2010, I probably had at least 100
Dang.
something pair of Air Force Ones. Just Air Force Ones.
See, it's funny now because like Mike one day he was like, "I gotta hurry up and get this workout done because I got what do you have the baby shower coming up. So I gotta go get a brand new pair of Air Force Ones, all white." I was like, "You take care of your stuff." I was like, "You ain't got a white pair?" It's like, "I do." But
yeah, there's only 2-3 wears. You can only wear them like 2-3 times. Yeah, bro. I was real big on shoes until, like I said, like then when Kingston was first born, I used to get him like everything I had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I still did, but I remember what made me stop. I remember his grandma, and there's nothing wrong with these. His grandma had got him a pair of some Shacks.
Oh yeah.
And I had got him a pair of Air Force Ones, and his grandma got him a pair of Shacks. My girl's mom, and she was like, "I'm like, why would you get him me?" I ain't said, so I'm just like, "Why would she get him me?" And she's like, "They're the basketball shoes," and I'm like, "Yeah, but them aren't the basketball shoes."
Yeah.
And I remember I had hit him from Kingston. And it was like his first. It was like kindergarten. He was like in kindergarten, bro. I remember he threw a fit because I hid them shoes, bro, and he would not go to school. And I remember he was like, "I want my shoes." Bro, he wore them babies for like a month straight. But it's funny because Katai. So then I always got Kingston and J's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Katai. So I would just get Katai like little stuff. You know, I would get him some J's like the big drops. I would get him and Kingston. You know what I'm saying? The same J's. But then like I wouldn't get them for him all the time. You know what I'm saying? I would just get him other stuff too. And I remember when Katai was like 5, he was like, "Dad, I want the basketball shoe like Kingston got with the guy on the front." You feel me? Like, I don't want the ones I got. I want the ones with that guy on the front.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. He's starting to learn something. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I can't go the cheap route no more.
Yeah.
He's starting to learn something, man. So I was like, but like I said, I never was really material. Like when we weren't, I got him that stuff,
Yeah.
but like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like now, like they don't really ask for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like now they will ask me for some damn, you know what I'm saying, Vapor Maxes or something. But it's like, but now he'll wear Crocs. My kids will wear Crocs.
Yeah.
6 out of 7 days of the week, you know what I'm saying, or some Hey Dudes, or you feel me? So like I said, like I feel like they aren't materialistic like I used to be as a kid.
Yeah, I got Tate some Air Maxes for school, and then I think I got him 2 different pair of Air Maxes. Then I got him a pair of yellow, white, and green Air Force Ones. Yeah. I told him, I was like, these Air Force Ones are like you are not going out and playing in these boys. Like,
but now it's a trend. You could wear busted Air Force Ones. Like that's a thing.
No.
You ain't busting these ones.
We ain't trend followers, we trendsetters.
Yeah, so now, like when I first seen that, I'm like, well, damn, I got like 20 old pair in the garage. Throw on.
No, I'm hip. Me and my biker jeans.
You feel? Chill out. Chill out.
But yeah, no, I told him, I was like, these are only gonna be for like when we got something going on, you know, and you ain't gonna be running around, you know. And it's a good thing I said that too, because his one, he ain't got them on now, but his one Air Force Max or his one Air Maxes are.
It looks like they're turning black.
Man, see,
all them kindergarten recess.
Yeah, I think in elementary, you're out on recess, so you going hard to paint.
Oh yeah.
Well, like Kingston's always been like a take care of his shoe person.
Yeah.
And he doesn't wear like I'll get him shoes. And now we wear the same size. So it's like, I'll get him some stuff and we'll both rock them. But he won't even, he'll wear them like a day.
Yeah.
And he'll put them, basically, I'll buy them for him. He'll wear them for like 2 times.
Yeah.
Leave them sitting somewhere for 6 months. And I'm like,
slide them off.
Yeah, man. I'm like, Dad, you're always putting on my shoes. Like, first of all, you didn't buy these.
Yeah.
You feel me? I loaned them to you until I wanted them.
I let you break them in.
You
now they come.
Now they come.
What's up?
I couldn't help to notice that this looks crooked.
Oh, we'll get that fixed later. Thank you. Executive producer doing producer
big
stuff.
Dog. We'll have to up your salary.
Man. But no, man, I know y'all see the new setting. You know, we're making some improvements to the show week by week, man, and I'm excited for things that's coming, man. New merch again. Like I said, I'm trying to drop something once a week. Yeah. You know, on there. 740 barbell.
Yeah, 740 barbell. And I talked to that lady about the website.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, I don't know. I'm about to just get it. I just got to get it so we can just.
I was going to say.
Because once it's already built, it's nothing just to do the rest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't build websites before. I just don't like building them from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like I can maintain it once it's time to maintain it, but I just hate building it from the ground because it's like I can't. Even if we could have me and her made the same website, but it just wouldn't have felt right. You know what I'm saying? But I can maintain. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I need to do is get like our thing from her so we can figure that out.
Yeah. So as I'm dropping, because I know there's been a lot of people checking out stuff on the site. I've had a lot of people hit me up. Yeah. But. So future reference, if you see something on the site, and since I'm dropping stuff every week until we get that issue fixed, if you've seen something on the site but had to wait till next week to get it, and this coming week, or you know you get back on there and it's not on there, let me know. Shoot us a message. We'll put it back on there for you. It might even be in like related items at the bottom when you hit a product. But
yeah, so what's happening is. All of our merch is still on there, but when we put new products, it's only letting 16 products be on the main page. But if you go to related merch, everything is still in related merch.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah. So, new merch dropping, coffee mugs, tumblers, but the new hoodie and what else I just made? New tank tops. You know, all
new stuff. You the only one walking around in tank tops in the winter time.
I know you see me and my boy.
Man, that's why, bro. I was already about to say, like, father like son, bro. My dog over there got the toes out mid-January.
Hey man, it ain't that cold out.
Man.
But no, man, we always, as always, we appreciate the support.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said, we're making some changes,
Like,
upgrading our
subscribe,
stuff.
share.
Like, share, subscribe. What they always say on your YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, share, all that good
Comment,
stuff,
too.
man. Comment, yeah.
Comment and
Yeah.
see what we want to do next.
Yeah.
To talk about next.
Man,
You
we
feel
are
me?
gonna up his salary a little bit.
Yeah.
I might let him sleep in the bed.
Yeah, 1 crunch bar a
Oh,
week to 2.
yeah. Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
Big Dive, Jonas, the Push Away Show.
And of course the courage in these veins. People passing the limits. A bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see them growing and reaching up to pass out